Bowler's a beast. Such about Orva also help as well.
I guess that's okay.
I guess that's a good pick. I don't
Judge punters because Batty from right.
Yeah, after now, for like salary issue, you drafted.
They won it either. I think
A stud receiver like Hoover in this draft. Be more expensive 3-4 year deal. Lele in the 45.
before then, like still had a year with.
He's signing
It's definitely possible.
Lil Shakir. When it comes to yard, Colby.
His contract, Boise State.
Yeah.
It kind of a quiet draft, but like I was saying, they maybe
Over 50 round. I want the punt god. You
can go much higher than that.
like to see a double dip.
You're starting to need that. A B plus.
We had him number 1.
He was somewhere in that time. This deal here at 6 to trade up for this pick. Response from somebody, and they were trying to pick it. Wasn't their day. The reason behavioral issues, which I guess is what you would call it.
Hopefully he gets better. But making that kid, the heart he has when he takes off the field issues, Arnold. So
To a comment real quick, we're doing something that we enjoy. But they did not do very much to get more.
Brady back in your division, I guess. Going. If that means trading, although my bias,
For that one,
Tom Brady pick right there.
A lot.
Yeah.
Free, but was a volunteer for a while. I love the pick,
But
he's got. I think a C minus. Remember,
yeah.
they start off cornerback from Washington, Kyler Gordon. Happen.
Well, they double dipped on defense, so they're going to pair offensive side. They realize what.
Yeah, Chargers this offseason.
Yeah.
And they didn't. We're gonna go back up here to the top here for a second. Jones Jr.
Bayless, yes.
But you've got they're in Utah.
2, 3, 4. They came into this
Which,
draft.
hey, they did. Bad, but he's not like top of the rated running back at Justin Fields. Back.
Yeah, they threw a dart at
And
the
then-
wall on that one.
Yeah. So overall, I'm moderately impressed with their draft class.
Yeah.
A low B just because
Not to
I
say.
gotta look down. That's why I said. And then
Yep.
now the next you don't really need to answered a lot of your offensive line needs in the offseason. Speculation as to which they draft a corner. I think that's a solid pickup for them. They get some Austin Hill, the safety from Michigan.
I think he's just an option on when it comes to that time. So
Pretty excited for that pick.
definitely they didn't have a lot of picks. I would have dumped a lot of money in that offensive line in free agency.
I'm going to go with the B on their draft. Just things they needed to touch. So you can't be mad at them for that because you'd already done it.
Yeah. Oh, mine was a C+.
It's Cleveland Browns.
All day Thursday and all day Friday off. They literally.
They
They got a lot of picks.
68 overall Martin Emerson from. I'm going to go ahead and give you my. I'm just looking.
They're going to differ here.
I'm looking at this. I'm like, yes, I'm so glad that.
Draft on the back end was phenomenal because they did, but at a UAB, David Bell at receiver, you got rid of
Well, there is rumor talk that he's coming back to Cleveland.
Davis. Paris Far, if they get him to when they had Larry Ogunjobi, getting a guy like Perry Emmert, the running back out of Central Teams guy that's going to help them out immediately, but could be versatile running backs names. And what was the
That's it. Sorry. I was close. Time anyway.
One's a lot
Basketball pretty regularly.
Yeah, he's lost.
So you said B plus. I said C minus. 246 was Dawson D. Alabama. With I'm sitting here reading the screen.
We're all from Alabama.
My A minus.
Oh, see, I didn't even think they graded them. I couldn't find it.
So we move forward into Dad from Tulsa.
Wrong.
African love.
Dumbest pick you could have possibly made. At Tulsa.
Tyler Smith, Tyron.
Draft booth, whatever crap war room. Care less about that. But and Connor Williams. And what are you doing?
Wallace. Now, obviously, Wonu.
Yeah.
All those people that are jumping around, I did notice. Well, I was juggling quite a bit.
But at 129 overall, you got a tackle right there. Boom. dude. I mean, if you just given up,
I was kind of wondering if we saw from Zeke last year.
yeah, but
That's one. Yeah, I mean he's good. But Zeke, he ain't helping very much.
Season started for Dallas. We talked corner in the 5th round. Bland, the corner out of you come in for a couple down.
At 24.
Safety here too, which is where they were both available right there. Probably not even at any point in time we had at 24.
Yeah, I mean I'm looking at this. I think D is fair in those positions.
No.
See for you.
Yeah.
I will say
Dia is up Dallas's rear end. So moron hasn't been in the Super Bowl since before. Dallas sucks. All right, you're paying your quarterback $40 million, and just a little bit of frustration. So freaking hard, man. I was crying.
So keeping in mind that they have traded Russell Wilson, you're looking at this. Benito, the sleeper. I think one of the lower down the play. I love that pick too.
Greg Dulcich.
You got to replace. I really feel like the Denver Broncos had everybody yet, but they had a coin A minus B with 2 D pluses, and what wide receiver was available at 160.
That's relevant player that got drafted.
I shocked a lot of people live on stream that Cole. I think after we got done with it, now
very first one we did. The only thing I didn't get right was them trading back.
But as far as irrelevant, I've been successful in University of Tennessee Chattanooga player ever. Yes, sir.
Cole Strange doesn't work out. I'm just gonna say that.
Iffy, little stretch.
Hey, T.O.
But I mean, I'm just looking. I can't openly pronounce.
Sneaky pick, the defensive lineman. But yeah, I mean, they just went. Who's got the hardest?
I thought of a joke for him. Ioma. I think that's how you say that. Or A minus to
A minus. I wouldn't go that far down, but I do weigh in the Russell Wilson trade as well.
Let's say day 3 was a head scratcher, and I cannot.
We'll go next week. We'll finish out the rest of.
Like if we come back tomorrow or something. Detroit Lions, who knew who they were drafting at number 2. Pull that up 10 picks later, and
I mean he's injured, but
doing the whole they see somebody next year that they like, or Matt Corral maybe
that they double dipped at that edge position like the 6th round out of Jackson State. But for quick,
I can agree with that. Other
was my favorite out there.
Absolutely. They take Kirby, blow it out of the water, great, but so that's probably a pretty solid pick right there. T.J. Hawkinson. But,
yeah, I know. That and
I couldn't watch anymore because
who they would have taken at the number 1 over.
I think that threw off. They end out James Houston, the edge for Jack. Their total draft, I think, but because they
triple dip at that edge position, even though I'm not a big.
You should go offensive line there. We can still start another one. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's not get our
accent in this house, dude. I'm not. It's just me.
Green Bay linebacker Quay Walker and
that's where the best receiver Aaron Rodgers has ever had in the history of in the world.
I mean Christian Watson.
Yeah, because those picks. I mean, come on now.
Looking at it
with Romeo,
but nobody
Dubs.
that I would just from Nevada and Samori Toure from
kid is not going to make the roster.
Defensive players they got in the first round.
Yes,
like best
in Agbar out of South Carolina. One of those times where we were just throwing darts.
He split it up and said offense and defense.
Days of dartboard. That's the position we're picking from.
Okay, take
back in the game. Screw everybody else. Gave me a good young receiver. Christ, dude, out there that 37 or however old he is.
Devontae Adams.
Exactly.
Just off of that.
We're gonna actually have 2 first-round picks this time.
C minus.
Literally after that, outside we just go. Well, Mel
Moore, who I think is probably the sleeper one.
You have a lot, but in the 6th yard receiver with a 2nd-round pick.
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You couldn't give away all 4 7th-round picks. One early first,
like running his name through the dirt and everything. I'm sure the big thing here is like got your 3 receivers in this draft, man. It doesn't matter.
So Aaron Rodgers went to the office, and they had another name, and I can't think of it off the top of my head. Right,
Olave.
I think it may be. Okay, so he gives you 2 picks, or he gives you
Well, and that's not even my thing. So tell him he cannot stand Aaron Rodgers.
Team wide for any team in the NFL. I think maybe like they're not sitting like I think that you should take that with solutions to problems. Like if you were to listen, this is I mean you're looking at
I get that.
The fact that I really think we need to go after these guys right here. Okay. But I respect you walking in here to tell
up in the draft, and the only way I can move up
is to trade your draft. How about
yeah.
that?
So why don't you shut that?
You're not looking at these guys to call the shots on your team. Mike Vrabel's son, my son.
Yeah.
You know.
We aren't going to get to talk about the Steelers in this one. Did you know
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Down to go play for Pittsburgh. I was a 4th round grade, and he was drafted in the 6th. So what do I know?
Right. Like obviously.
He's getting paid.
And I mean 6 figures, then do it for you. Like let me pick your picks, and I promise your team.
All right. Well. Yep. Or we're about to get canceled.
That happens so that you can keep up with us.
Yeah. I've never heard of
him now, you Jarek.
Yeah.
So we heard what you said.
Yeah. All right. Well, that we'll probably do.
Now, one thing we did, we'll probably make an entire segment about going through my teams. Right. We're gonna see about the next day to go live. Make sure you just follow the Facebook page, and that's where we're keeping y'all most in check at to let you know where as we were during the draft. From us, so make sure you follow, and if you can go over it. Or if you've got any questions.
Socials one more time. As you see, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Be Coach's Kingdom, all sports.
See you soon.
All right. Coach's Kingdom, all sports.
See you soon.